Hi everyone, I'm Miss Katie from Rockland Public Library, and today we're going to be reading Pipsie Nature Detective, The Disappearing Caterpillar. This story is by Rick DiDonato and illustrated by Tracy Bishop. Let's see what happens in The Disappearing Caterpillar. It was a beautiful morning at Pipsie's house. Pipsie wiped the sleepies from her eyes and looked at Alfred Z. Turtle. She saw something so silly she had to rub her sleepies from her eyes again. Alfred had a row of stripes right down the middle of his head. Pipsie looked more closely. "Alfred, I think you're turning into a tiger." Look at Alfred. What do you see? What's on his head? Alfred walked over to the mirror slowly. That's how turtles walk. And he looked up. As sure as the shell on his back, there were black and yellow stripes on his head. Pipsie took out her magnifying glass. After all, she was a nature detective. "Oh, it's a baby caterpillar," she said. "She's smiling at me. She has big blue eyes and the cutest dimple." Do you see her right here? Do you think that caterpillars have dimples? I don't know. But I do know, I think when they see the blue dots, I think those are actually false eyes. Some bugs have patterns on their bodies to trick predators. So I think those blue dots on a caterpillar are actually just a pattern on their back. "Hi, my name is Oh, no, this is the caterpillar. "Hi, my name is Franny," the caterpillar said. "Can I be your friend?" "That would be excellent," Pipsie replied. "I love making new friends, and so does Alfred." Pipsie, Alfred, and Franny became excellent friends. For the next week, they played silly games like "I'm Franny." Were they all dressed up like Franny? What do you think? I like this costume right here. Do you think maybe Pipsie made that out of cardboard? Maybe you could make one yourself. "You look good in stripes, Alfred." But most of the time, Franny just ate and ate and ate and ate and grew bigger and bigger and bigger. Here she is. In 10 days, Franny was more than 1,000 times bigger than the day she met Pipsie and Alfred. "If I grew as much as Franny," said Pipsie, "I would be gigantic." Look, if she was 1,000 times bigger, she'd be bigger than buildings. One morning, Pipsie woke up extra early, ready to play, but Franny had vanished. Where could she be? Pipsie wondered. "Alfred, we have a mystery to solve," Pipsie said. "Without a doubt, we'll figure it out. Let's go." Pipsie and Alfred looked in the dark and icky places. In all the shoes. "Ugh, she's not in here. P.U." And they looked in the sweet and sticky places. "Wowee, I love peanut butter and jelly." Alfred looked inside Pipsie's hat. "Pipsie, no Franny here." Pipsie looked inside Alfred's shell. No Franny anywhere. Does anyone have a guess? Where do you think Franny went? Pipsie climbed up to her detective treehouse to get her nature detective tools. "Put on your detective cap, Alfred. It's time to hunt for clues. Franny likes the garden. Let's start there." "Oh, could we start with lunch instead? I'm hungry." "Look, Alfred, these leaves had been all chewed up. I bet Franny ate them." "It's a clue." "I have a nose for clues, and this smells like a clue. We need to find out more about these leaves. Follow me. I have a nose for lunch, and those leaves smell delicious. Do you know where they're going? This spells Z-O-O. They're going to the zoo. Pipsie and Alfred went to the insect garden at the zoo to learn more about the leaves. They saw a plant exactly like the one in Pipsie's yard. It was called milkweed. Does anyone have milkweed by their house? If you have, you might have even seen some caterpillars chewing on it. Wow, caterpillars sure love milkweed, Pipsie said. Hey, Alfred, you can't eat that. That's a clue. Oh, it's finally lunchtime. I wonder what this green dangly thing is. Does anyone know what that is? That is a chrysalis, said the man with the colorful badge. Alfred read the badge. It said, "Ask me about bugs." We're looking for our friend Franny the caterpillar, Pipsie said. Can you help us? We met her 2 weeks ago, and last night she vanished. Poof, gone. Look for a chrysalis like this one, the man said. Keep watching it, and you'll find Franny. But she'll look very different. Come on, Alfred, let's make this mystery a history. Pipsie and Alfred rushed home slowly, because that's how turtles rush. And they found a chrysalis hanging in the backyard. Can you see it? Here it is right here. It blends in with the leaves, doesn't it? But there it is. They checked it every day for 9 days. And on the 10th day, Pipsie looked at it really close. And a monarch butterfly came flying out. Whoa! Who do you think that is? Pipsie looked at the butterfly's big blue eyes. Then she noticed the cute dimples. Look, Alfred, it's Franny. We found her. Look, I can fly. Whoa, it's Franny. Another mystery is history. Now let's eat. The end. So let's see. This book gives us some fun facts at the end. Let's learn a little bit more about monarch butterflies. In only 2 weeks, a baby monarch caterpillar grows several thousand times its size. Then it goes into its chrysalis to become a butterfly. So that's just what Franny did, grew so much compared to how tiny she was when she was just a baby caterpillar. A female butterfly is larger than a male butterfly. Most caterpillars eat a variety of plants. That means they eat many plants. But monarch butterflies eat only milkweed leaves to grow. When they become monarch butterflies, they eat the nectar from the other flowering plants, including the milkweed. Milkweed can be poisonous to other insects and birds, but not to monarchs. In fact, it protects them. After the monarchs eat the milkweed, it makes them taste really bad. Some birds might even throw up if they eat a monarch. So it feeds them and it protects them. And what's so important about milkweed is that that's all that monarch caterpillars eat. They don't eat other kinds of plants. Lots of other caterpillars do, but not monarch caterpillars. Caterpillars love to eat. They'll even eat the shell they hatch from. Caterpillars eat so much and grow so fast that their skin gets too tight. They shed their skin 5 times so that they can keep growing. Did you know that butterflies taste with their, can you guess what they taste with? They taste with their feet. They taste with their feet. When they land on a flower, they can tell if it's good for them to eat just by touching it with their feet. The end. And I thought I would show us just one little page from another book. This is The Life Cycle of a Butterfly by Christy Holmes. I thought we would take a peek at what we saw Franny do. So Franny, like other caterpillars, started out as an egg and then was a baby caterpillar and ate and ate and ate and ate and then went into a chrysalis. So caterpillars can turn into moths or turn into butterflies. If they're going to be a butterfly, they go into a chrysalis. And then they might make their way out. Can you see those pictures there? The chrysalis turns see-through, turns translucent, and then they break their way out, pick their way out. They're a little wet when they come out. They have to kind of air dry their wings, and then they're able to spread their wings and fly. Isn't that so cool? Well, I hope you all keep an eye out for caterpillars and milkweed and butterflies and chrysalises and see what you can find in your own backyard. I hope to see you all soon. Have a wonderful week. Bye-bye.